Hello everybody, Jackson here with the Wealth Squad. Today we'll be looking at crypto because there's been a recent drawback and we're going to look into some coins that I think are personally pretty good to pick up at these prices. So let's go over a few. First, starting off just looking at Bitcoin, we could actually see that the price now is kind of the price that we saw that flash crash on December 4th where prices fell like within minutes, like 12-13%. I remember looking at the candle, the minute candle, and it fell like 12% in like 5 minutes. It was just the biggest drop I've seen happen so fast in a long time. So we're finally back at those prices, basically the bottom of that specific drawback, this specific flash crash. So we're there now. If you bought back then, you'd feel like a genius for a little bit, but now you're back to break even. So this is just Bitcoin though. Bitcoin's still a good pickup at these prices, under 44 really. We're under 43 at the moment. But yeah, not a bad pickup at these prices, especially surrounding this support and resistance line that's been pretty important lately, right? We could see hit once as resistance, another time as resistance, and then as resistance again, and then as support. And you can see briefly almost acting as support for these two areas. We're going to see if it's going to, mess with this support. If so, we can maybe see below 40. But either way, it's a good price to start averaging in at. This is 43. So now let's look at some other pickups, right? Of course, that would be Ethereum. You can see Ethereum is also pretty dang cheap now, under 35. We're at 34.45 right up here. But you can see it's been hit recently, even with all this volume in the NFT market and everything going for Ethereum. It's still down around 30% from all-time highs. Not a terrible price to start buying some. That's for sure. Try to get under 3. That's best case scenario. Best case scenario is as cheap as it could get, but just looking to see what's in our future, right? 3,500, not a bad price to start averaging in at, just like Bitcoin. And that's Ethereum, right? A bunch of volume, a bunch of fees are being paid back to the miners, which essentially just keeps the coin going with all this NFT transaction volume. So I am still bullish on Ethereum. Third is Solana, and we can actually see it's been hit heavier than the other guys, right? Solana's in the top 5, and you could see it was at 260, now at under 150, down 42%. You can see that flash crash on December 4th. Well, that was, at the 170, 180 mark. Now we're at the 150, so you're getting $20, $30 below. Actually, no, we're at the 140s. So you're getting at a very deep discount. We haven't seen prices like this since around October. Pretty good pickup, a little riskier than the rest, but Solana is still a pretty good pickup that I would personally look into, just because the coin moves fast. You see a range of 200 to 150 in 2 weeks. That's 33% on the upside, and that's a pretty dang good gain. So I'm down with Solana, as in, I'm looking to buy some. The others too, I'll buy a little less of, but Solana is like a big higher risk reward, as well as a higher conviction in my opinion. And lastly, we're going to look at another trade that isn't necessarily on a dip, but is a solid trade at these prices, especially at this time. And the reason I say this is because you can see this 50 moving average, right? You're watching it climb. It's sitting right on it right now, right? This is at the 215 mark. And you can see it followed it pretty dang well over the past couple of months, since November at least. So every time it hit or was around this moving average, it bounced right back up, right? You can see that. So right now we are on a dip right around 26%, from almost $3 to now 220. Of course, you could get a lot more Matic than any other coin just because it's cheaper. That doesn't necessarily matter because you could get partial coins of each of them, right? But the fact is that Matic has been trending upwards while everything else has been, kind of sideways trending downwards in the last couple of months, right? Bitcoin high was months ago. Matic high was, 10 days ago. So Matic is still in this bullish phase, this bullish cycle that a lot of crypto go in at different times. Of course, Matic is currently on that time. So you can see if you want to follow the trends, if you are a trend, swing trader, trend follower, then you would like to be buying Matic at this price because this moving average has been followed, has been surely bought and sold around this price specifically. Mostly bought, as you can see, the price always rose afterwards. So I would not be surprised if we saw 250, 260 within the next couple of days or a week or two for Matic. The other plays are kind of a little longer. Matic's more of a follow the trends, buy now, sell in a couple weeks, while the others are more like months. So I hope that makes sense. We got Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, and finally Matic to look out for in the latest dip. I hope you're buying some crypto. Dips like these don't happen every single day. It seems like it at this rate just because we're falling 5-10% every so often, but between the days that we're not falling those percentages, we're actually gaining. So we're always like back to this very same level. So I hope you make some money from this video. If you did, if you will, please drop a like, if you're going to take some action, and subscribe for videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on the Wealth Squad YouTube channel. Thank you for watching.